talk about how to properly finish a painting and protect it. So I know I've mentioned this before, but I'm gonna share it again because I get asked a lot about it. And it can be, you know, a confusing area. So I always protect my finished artwork with varnish. And if you're going to sell it or keep it hung somewhere, light is gonna hit it. You really want to put that UV protection on it. And also, it just protects it from spills and, you know, all sorts of stuff, which it may sound crazy, but it will happen, even dust. I've had my work displayed in restaurants before, and you would think, you know, in the dining room where people eat, why would I need to protect it, right? Well, I mean, besides the obvious of it being over someone's table where they may touch it with their hands, the oils, you know, from our skin would get in it. But, okay, here's the crazy thing. When I got my work back from the contracted time it was supposed to be with this one particular restaurant, it was covered in splashes of different kinds of sauces, foods, and you're thinking, how is that possible? And even drinks, I saw splashes of it. And all you have to do is take the painting and like tilt it this way, and you can see and you go, oh my gosh, what did you do to it? Thank goodness I had varnish on it. That's all I have to say, because I was able to wipe it off and restore the paintings, you know, very easily. And that's one of the reasons. Plus, you never know when the UV light on the room, certain times of the day, the sun is going to hit it directly, perhaps. And you really want to protect that. So here's what I do. My preferred varnish is Polycrylic Minwax. It is the, it's water-based, and it is the, let's see, it says fast drying. Okay, on this one, yeah, ultra fast drying. It does say that here, okay? Ultra fast drying. Now, there are like many different finishes on it. This one is a clear satin. This is something I experimented with initially because I couldn't really tell. Like, they have little samples in the store, but until you put it on the actual surface you're going to use, you don't know. So this was a little too shiny for me. I prefer a very matte look where it's almost like the painting is like just raw, like there's nothing on it. I like that look. That's just me. Other artists love the super glossy look. You need to decide and practice and maybe experiment with a couple of different finishes. Buy the smallest ones available. They may even have a smaller sample size in some cases for these. Just get it, do it on one, maybe have it as reference, make notes, and you know, if it works with certain type of work that you do, then maybe you reserve it for that and use a different finish for other type, you know, work that you do. And so my one that I settled on is the Clear Ultra Flat in the Polycrylic brand. It's so versatile, it's water-based, it's easy cleanup, and I put it on very thin. I'll do 2 coats and I'm good. And so this is the type of brush I use. I can't read the brand, that it's so, it's written in such a way where it like, it's one of those signatures you can't read. Anyways, and it's not my eyes, it's just like impossible to read. So this, but here's the basics of the brush. You don't need a super expensive one. This is an ultra soft brush, and I think you can even find these at any craft stores, right? They're not really expensive. This is a 3-inch, and I keep a brush just for varnish, and I clean it very well. And I will keep a thing of water just for the varnish brush when I'm in between paintings, and I keep it so that the varnish doesn't have a chance to dry on the brush, and I can just dip it back in. Now you got to stir these initially, so make sure you don't make that mistake. I've done that before, and the finish just doesn't look right. You can fix it, you stir it up, and then you varnish over, so it's not, you know, the end. But just so you know. And then here is a spray varnish. Not my favorite because the VOCs in it are just so strong. It's toxic. So I do have it, and I'm going to tell you why. Even though I don't use it often, Now, when I sign my paintings, in some cases, even though I let it dry overnight, I come back in and I do a thin coat of varnish. I can't explain why. It could be the weather conditions, it could be the paint. Your guess is as good as mine, but sometimes when I go over the part where my name is, it smudges. And of course, we all freak out, right? So don't freak out. There's a way to fix it. If I can't wipe it off with a baby wipe, even though it's dry, the fact that the varnish, gets on it and it smears, it reactivates. So in some cases, I can wipe it off with a baby wipe, but if not, I just paint over it. I'll do a little section again. I let it dry again overnight. And if that has happened, that's when I will take this spray varnish. I go outside, so make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. You have to shake this for a couple of minutes, just follow the directions, and then hold it at the distance I say and just very carefully spray it over to get a thin coat. Then let it dry overnight. It's really important to let that part dry and cure. So when I do 2 varnished coats, it's 1 that day, let it dry, and then come back the next day. So if I've had a smudge here and I spray it and I let it dry, that fixes it. Then I go back to just putting my, brush coat on there. I feel that when I brush the coat of varnish on, it really gets in there better than me spraying with, a coat of this. So that in my case is just to use it to get it over here to keep it from smudging. So that's what I do. There's many different brands out there. Liquitex, I also have Liquitex varnish. It's a gloss medium and varnish. I think this was given to me. I haven't used it yet. I also have Nova Color matte varnish, and they have a gloss varnish too. I tend to use these more like glue, but other artists will use them as varnish because they are. So these are just some options for you. There's many brands out there. Try a few, get small ones. Just try a few and see what works for you, and then make note of what you like and use it next time.